Did you argue for advantage?
I got advantage.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, 14 was way better than the 8.
I wasn't listening because I was reading about what Yekulawa is.
What's that?
It's like a 3-foot wooden shaft with a steel or stone blade up to 18 inches long.
Are you paying attention now?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Bardic Mystery Door! They're all your friends, they're solving crimes, they're traveling in a party. They're writing songs, we don't have time, so come on, let's get started.
Bardic Mystery Tour is a 5th edition D&D actual play about a rock and roll band that solves mysteries while they're out on tour. I'm Ed, and I'll be your DM.
I'm Emily, and I'm playing Flo Calhoun. Flo is a bard. She is the lead singer of Antler Mayhem, a rock band that you hopefully know about a little bit. She usually tries to help people, and that's everything.
Hi, my name is Brayden. I'm playing Sammy Stoneslinger. Sammy Stoneslinger is the best bard of the bunch. He's a gnomish drummer for the band Antler Mayhem, and Sammy's a no-nonsense kind of guy, unless he's doing the nonsense, in which case he's a lot of nonsense kind of guy.
Hi, I'm Grundledor, and I'm using social distancing as a good excuse for simply not liking most people.
Last time on Bardic Mystery Tour, the gang escaped from jail during an attack on the government complex, only to find the entire city overrun by vampire spawn. In saving a member of the mayoral guard, the gang gleaned that the spawn were sporting the heraldry of a local estate known as the Yasagaro Castle. We join them as they investigate this lead further. This is Bardic Mystery Tour.
Yasagaro Castle? We should go there.
Okay, says Andy.
Does anyone know how to kill a vampire? Goddess? Spawner?
I don't know, I got a 17.
17's pretty good.
What is that,
17
knowledge?
history check. There's no knowledge check in 5th edition.
I got an 11. Do I know how to kill a vampire spawner?
Yeah, Flo thinks if you just stab it with enough swords, it dies.
Oh, go get those swords again, guys.
But Sammy knows better.
Sammy knows that if you stab it in the heart with a stake, it'll die.
We have to find a cow?
We have to freeze a steak into a spike.
This could take a while. Maybe we should leave town. And Antler Mayhem rides off into the sunset, never to be heard from again.
How far away is Yasagaro Castle?
Andy.
Are you asking Andy?
Sure.
Oh, it's still in the city, but like the edge of the city. It's called a castle, but it's really like a large manor.
Okay.
It's just like a really old. It used to be outside the city, but as the city grew, I think it got taken over. But it's one of the oldest buildings in the Grand Argetson
Huge city.
region. So that's what's up with that place.
Okay, cool. And we just follow this road all the way there?
But it's owned by a really wealthy family, so it has its own guard, which it seems like maybe they've been turned to vampires.
Oh, no.
Did they wear those clothes? And I point to one of the dead vampire dust piles.
The piles of ash?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I recognize them.
You know what I mean. I mean, before they turned to
Before they were
ash.
ash, yeah.
All right.
It looked similar, but they were all ratty and like dead.
So you're probably right.
All right. Let's head there and see if we can root out this evil.
The gang heads down the road at full camber. Isn't there a word?
Canter.
Canter.
Should we do a short rest? Because someone used all of his bardic inspiration? Or should we get... I mean, it's pandemonium, right? We don't want to rest here.
I mean, the farther you get from the government building, the less pandemonium. It seems like there's still like, every once in a while you see someone running around like, the vampires are coming, the vampires are coming.
Okay. I think we should go in that direction, and then if it's calm enough and there's like a building for shelter, we should rest in it.
I concur.
All right, you pass the Verdant Sanctum, and as you pass it, you look inside,
Do I see Celia?
and there are charred remains of all of the trees.
Oh, no.
The outer walls that were formed by hedges are almost entirely burnt. Some places, small parts of it remain.
Guys, do you think Celia's dead?
There are a few very large
Yeah.
trees in the middle that look like they may still be alive, but they've suffered heavily from smoke damage.
Oh, no.
You can see the temple from here, though.
The tomb pole.
The temple in its semi-collapsed state.
That's our fault.
What are you going to do?
Or is it semi-erect?
It's really a glass half full.
A laugh.
Glass.
We move on.
I thought you were trying to take a short rest.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't think that we wanted to do it in the
All right, you
verdant
continue on.
I thought there'd be a house or something that we could.
There are houses all over
commandeer.
the place. Do you want to kick in at someone's door?
Well, we can knock
I
first.
want to kick in someone's door.
Hey, we're taking a short rest.
I go up to a house that looks abandoned.
None of the houses here look abandoned.
I knock on the one that is closest to me.
All right. Someone cracks the door open. Clearly, their foot stops the door when they open it about 4 inches. They say, "What's going on out there?"
Hello, good person. Can we take a short rest? We're on our way to Yasagaro Castle to take out this evil. You may have heard of us. We're the band.
Don't tell him.
Mikey and the Traveling Boys.
Mikey and the Traveling Boys, you guys are fighting vampires now?
Heck yeah.
Last I heard, you were still singing those good old songs about traveling.
Yeah, we like to sing a lot of those. If you have a can, we'll sing a song and do it while we rest. But
Just like a number 10 tin can.
no, can is short. It's slang term for microphone.
Why would I have a
Oh,
microphone?
I thought you meant like toilet.
Oh, I knew what he meant. Because I watched Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yeah. So what do you say?
Sure, you can rest in my living room. He only has like 2 rooms in his house, so.
All right. We go into his living room and we rest.
20 minutes later, you decide to wait the rest of the 40 minutes remaining for the hour-long short rest.
I want to sing a song of rest because that's what we do and we're bards.
Your rest is over and everyone feels better. So what, back on the road?
On the road again?
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
You get to the wall of the city, and there's that checkpoint where the guards normally stand, but there are no guards.
We walk through.
All right. You continue on until you find a large manor with a wrought iron archway that says Yasagaro Castle, written in wrought iron letters, that stands on 2 pillars of stone.
Is there a wall around the grounds?
Yeah, there's a wall. It's like 2.5 feet of stone wall and then wrought iron fence that's like another 9 feet up from that or something like that.
Are the tops all spiked?
Yeah, they look like spears
Yeah.
that are like crossed so that when they stab you, they make like a double cut.
Ow.
Yeah. We'll never get through here.
Well, there's no gate in the archway.
We could just walk through.
Okay, we can do that. Then.
Before we just walk through, I want to hide behind one of those stone pillars and look around and see if we see anything.
Okay, there is a small outbuilding that seems to be some sort of guard shack near the entrance where you're standing. There's a large turnaround in front of the mansion, and you see off in the distance what looks to be some sort of private cemetery, but it looks like maybe some of the graves are all dug up from the inside.
Undead. We should go back to town and read up on undead murder
No need.
in the library.
I already know all about it.
All right, tell us everything you know.
Do you want me to roll something?
Yeah,
Like a history check?
sure.
17.
Sammy says vampires make vampires spawn by killing someone by sucking their blood and then burying them, and then they come back to life the next day from the grave.
What about killing them, Sammy?
Well, I will tell you. You have to use a wooden stake through their heart.
Yeah, he already rolled that one.
Oh, so we should go to the woods and get a bunch of wooden stakes first.
What woods? The burned down verdant sanctum?
Aren't there any trees around?
They're trees. They're trees on the grounds here. This is
Yeah.
a very large manor with a very large estate.
Give us a quick, like, what is it? Like an acre? 4
let's
acres?
say 2.5 acres.
2.5.
But it's a square lot, so it doesn't fit in the city really well because, like,
Mm-hmm.
but you're kind of in, like, Millionaire's Row. Like, you pass a bunch of other large manors on the way here.
Okay. Now, there's that fence that we already discussed that goes around the whole place. And then behind that, is there a row of hedges to block view?
Nope.
Is it just a lawn?
Yeah, and the turnaround with a fountain in it.
Sure, yeah. Don't forget about the fountain and the turnaround.
There are several outbuildings that look like maybe servants' quarters or like a gardener's shack or like a stable. It might be around back, though.
Okay.
But you can see around back because that's where the private cemetery is.
All right. I firmly believe that we should go into this with some stakes ready.
Let's stop at these trees that are on the property.
Also, you notice many of the windows are smashed out and there are large chunks of the building missing. It looks like maybe there was a large battle here. There are also a handful of corpses just out in the yard rotting.
Oh, that's not good.
That's smelly. Flo's feeling sad for all those people that
No,
lost
those
their
guys are
lives.
probably just like that guy in the prison. Don't worry.
Are you
No,
sure?
a lot of them are wearing the tabards that those vampires were wearing that you killed that were fighting the town guard.
Oh.
See, they were all vampires.
But one is just like this guy with denim overalls and like a garden rake and a straw
Oh,
hat.
no. Not Frank the gardener.
Let's bring him back.
All right, well, we check out the guard shack first, and then we go to the trees. Does that make sense?
Yeah, what's in the guard shack? The garden shack. Gardener shack.
No, I don't think that's what it is.
Which one are you going to?
The gardener shack.
Okay, I'm going to stop at the one that's right by the
inner
the
guard
gate.
shack? The guard inner shack.
What's that building all about when we go to
You
it?
go into guard shack. There's like a log for who comes in and who goes. And there's like a bunch of these like laminated passes that say like visitor on them.
I take one.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, are they like a bunch?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just log ourselves in, then we're
Yeah.
allowed to be here.
Yeah.
All right. Put yourselves in the notebook.
Grungo, you want me to write you in the notebook, or you want to go off the record?
Yeah, you write my name. Spell it however you want.
All right.
Zrundledor with an X.
All right, perfect.
So the real question is, do you just write in like the timeout when you log in so you don't have to come back in and check out? Or do you like wait till
Well,
you
we
leave?
got to put the passes back later anyway.
Okay.
Or we could just keep them and then,
I'm sorry.
use them
I
as
didn't know that
postcards.
we were just thieves. That's actually a pretty good idea. All right, we take all the passes.
You didn't know that we were thieves?
All right. We take all the passes and we log ourselves out already.
Yeah, what's the timestamp on us leaving? And we'll see at the end if we're right.
Well, what time is it now?
Okay, I look at my pocket watch.
It's hard to say. It's still pouring down rain and thunder and lightning. The empty graves that you can't see from here very well are filled with water, pooling from the downpour.
I guess I'll write like 7 o'clock p.m.
Is it in or out?
Out.
What time in?
I look
we're
at my
writing like
pocket
4
watch.
p.m.
Okay. Do you have a pocket watch?
Yes. The other side has a compass on it. It's really useful.
All right. It's 3:55.
Dude, that was a pretty good guess.
You think we'll be out by 7?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go with 7:20.
This is the worst crime you've committed yet.
All right. Are there any like weapons or anything in here?
There's like a weapon rack that's only meant to hold maybe like 2 swords, but there's no weapons.
Was it made of wood?
Yes.
We chop it into steaks.
Yeah.
Okay. You can only manage to get 4 steaks out of it that are hardy enough to really give a good stabbo.
I'll keep 1 for myself.
I'll keep 2 for my... Wait, who's our tank? Me?
Sure.
I'll take 2.
Okay.
Grungo, take this steak.
Okay, I'll take 1 steak. What am I doing with this? We eating
We're
it
going to
yet?
stab it into the
Just hold on to
vampire
it until
lady.
later.
I tuck it in my belt.
And now we don't have to go to the trees, so we can just head on up to the front door.
Oh, yeah, let's go to the gardener's shack.
Okay, you go into gardener's shack.
Are there steaks here?
There's a bunch of steaks that are already pre-made that have that orange like warning tape in like a spool like next to it for
Yeah.
if they want to like don't step here, it's muddy or something.
We take all of those. How many is that?
16.
All right.
Wow. I'm only carrying 1 steak anyway. I don't have that much inventory space.
I take 3 more.
Yeah, I'll take 4 more.
Okay.
Dirk, grab the rest of these.
Okay, Dirk grabs the rest of them. He's like, Veraxian, you want one? Veraxian's like, sure.
Hey, Veraxian.
Yeah, what's up?
You ever killed a vampire lady before?
No, but I lived with one for hundreds of years.
Did you figure out any ways to kill her from living with her for hundreds of years?
The thing about vampires is if you kill them, they just turn into mist and then they go back to their resting place and they can completely regenerate in their resting space. And you have to go find their resting space And then you can stab them in the heart with a stake, which paralyzes them, but then you need to destroy their resting place so that they can't regenerate and then turn them into mist. And then if they're mist for too long, they just dissipate.
What is her resting place?
Do you think that's still in Taverna?
Oh. Unless she snuck in and took it.
Well, then we can get to it.
Yeah.
From here, can you get a hold of anybody that's at Taverna now?
Or too far away for any of my telepathy.
So we got to find her resting place. I'm going to crawl in it. And I want to wait for her. And then you guys stab her, turn her to mist. And then she comes back. And I got a surprise waiting for her when she goes to bed.
What if she goes in your lungs and then forms in your lungs and just tears you apart?
That would be a surprise.
Surprise!
For both of you, really.
That'd be pretty sweet.
It's one way to go.
Not for me, but like, be badass to watch. My ribs are pretty sharp, you know. I just got to stab myself, I guess, with a stake, right? If I think she's in me, I just got to like plunge it through my own heart and hope I get hers.
Yeah, I guess that would work.
Fraction says, also of note, you might want to know, I remember from back when I was, not stuck in Taverna for eternity, that this wasn't called Yasagaro Castle. And I think that maybe this was Lady Via's estate at the time. And then the Yasagaro family moved in when it seemed like it was abandoned because the owners were trapped in a haunted hotel for a long time.
Oh, yeah, with one of those crazy ooze things.
An Oblex.
Yeah.
My favorite pet Oblex I ever made that only a jerk would kill.
I put my finger on my nose.
Put my finger on my nose.
Grungo, did you kill my Oblex?
Put my finger up my butt.
So maybe her resting place is in there, you're saying?
Wait, I remember that thing. Oh, yeah, no, Flo killed that. It's her fault.
Flo?
Finger on my nose.
There's a chance that her resting place was here the whole time, hidden from the Yasagaro family.
Let's go take a dump in it.
And you should have killed her in Taverna.
Well, she was hard to kill when she had an army of vampire spawns.
I think she might still have an army of vampires.
What if we leave Spike sticking up in her resting place, like where her heart would be? So if she tries materializing it, she materializes with a stake already through her heart.
But we have to kill her resting place, right?
Yeah, so it's probably a coffin full of dirt. And if the dirt's not in the coffin, she needs like her burial dirt.
Oh, her original dirt she was buried in?
Let's change the dirt from dirt to some other kind
To
of
shit.
dirt so she doesn't realize.
To manure. Let's change
Yeah.
it from dirt to manure.
All right. Do you guys want to check out the graveyard first or go into the front door? Or the back door? Or the basement if there's a door?
What's our best shot at ruining her sleeping place?
I guess the best shot would be to find it.
And then shatter it or something
No,
else?
we'd take the dirt out and replace it with something funny. Yo, and if we can find her toothbrush, you'll never see that coming.
Because tooth decay is a vampire's real worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go get a bunch of taffy, leave it sprinkled throughout the building. We'll steal all the toothpaste. Then we just wait around for a couple weeks.
It's a long con.
Inch a day.
All right, the graveyard.
I think
you
we
say?
sneak in.
Oh, sneak in? Okay.
We can go to the graveyard and sneak there.
I just thought the graveyard would be outside. It'd be easier.
Okay, sneak to the graveyard.
All right, you sneak around to the left of the mansion. The entire eastern wing of the building is now completely collapsed. You can just see into some of the edge rooms that used to be the, most western part of the eastern wing that have doors that go to the inside. You sneak over, you see there is a smaller fence that's only like 3 feet tall that's much thinner wrought iron. It's clearly decorative in nature. But it outlines a piece of the grass. It's a different species of grass that grows a little differently and comprises the area of the graveyard. In the graveyard, you see a handful, maybe 3 or 4, larger.
Gravestones.
Now, what's it called when it's the whole thing?
Mausoleum.
But can you go in a mausoleum?
Yes.
What's about just a big stone coffin with a giant eagle on it?
Oh, yeah.
Not the grocery store.
Like King Tut was in a sarcophagus. No.
Yeah, sarcophagus.
Pyramid.
A tomb.
Egypt.
I think it's sarcophagus.
So sarcophagus is the right word. It's just the Egyptian sarcophaguses or sarcophagi are smaller than Roman or modern sarcophagi.
Okay, so there are 3 or 4 sarcophagi that have larger monumental statues on top. One of them looks like a hippogriff in a mourning, sad pose with its wings spread out and its head bowed down toward the ground. The other 3 look a little more plain. One has the shape of a older woman holding a sword in front of her, and 2 of them just look like coffins with like rounded tops, kind of.
Are they open at all?
No, those 4 are all closed. The rest of the graveyard is littered with more standard-looking tombstones. Most of the graves look undisturbed. There is like one corner of the place where the gravestones all look a little bit newer, but all of those graves look exhumed, but from the inside out.
Then it's not exhumed, they're inzoomed.
They're inzoomed, and they're currently pooling with water from the pouring down rain.
Oh, we have to get in there and save those poor zombies before they drown in their own dirt holes.
Zombies don't need to breathe. Lightning streaks across the sky and thunder slams the entire environment.
What did I see when everything was illuminated by the flashing lightning?
You saw Sammy Stoneslinger, Flo Calhoun.
And how many graves? Because I was
And
listening
how many
before.
zombies around us?
No zombies wandering the yard.
All right. None of these are open. Do you want to open any of these 4 sarcophagi?
Yeah, and see if one of them is hers.
I think they're just
See
people.
if any of them are wearing gold jewelry.
What does the lady look like? Does she look like Lady Via, the old woman?
She seems to look relatively similar to Lady
like
Via.
it might be her great grandma because this
It's,
is her family estate.
Let's just pound a stake through the sarcophagus,
Right through that stone.
just in case.
Well, I think we should shove the lid off and just make sure.
It's hard to say because it's a statue. It's like a stone carving of this person, but similar like stature, similar whatever height and build. But like the facial features are kind of worn off from, rain and
So you're
wind.
saying I just need to shatter it.
I'm concerned that desecrating graves might be viewed negatively.
We're already up shit creek.
Does it say a name?
Yeah, whose name is on this? What year did they die? What year did they live? Were they rich? They must have been.
You find where the name should be, but it seems to have been worn by time. It's very difficult to read.
I'm going to use my long sword and try to pry this sucker open.
Don't
All right,
break
roll
it.
a strength check.
That's why I'm using my long sword. 10.
All right, you can't seem to budge the lid. It's pretty sealed. I mean, these things are sealed.
All right. Let's check out the inside.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, cast that ball of orb inside of there.
Oh,
All of orb.
Oh, did you mean the inside of the house?
yeah.
Sorry.
I could do that, though.
Circle of orbs.
Sure, I cast clairvoyance inside the lady sarcophagus.
I sing a song when I just can't see. An invisible eye sends an image back to me. I sing a song when I just can't hear. I listen in with my invisible ear.
All right, you're doing the look.
Oh, yeah, we gotta look.
Does your dark vision work through clairvoyance?
Heck yeah.
All right, there is a body in there, and there's like jewelry on it.
Should we check this one with the hippogriff on it?
Oh, that's not worth it.
Try and push the lid over.
No,
Okay.
we'll break it.
Your eye doesn't move through physical objects.
You can't move it.
Oh,
Can you listen to that other one?
Sure, I listen inside the sarcophagus.
roll a perception check.
14.
You hear a bunch of gibbering idiots outside the sarcophagus.
Hey there, groupies. Brayton here. Thanks for listening to Bardic Mystery Tour. I know that a lot of people aren't commuting very much, and so I appreciate everybody who's listening to the show right as it comes out, but I also appreciate those of you who are catching up right now because you're back in your normal life already and you're commuting once again. It looks like we have probably 2 more episodes in this arc, which would be normal because we always have 4. And then that's the end of this season. That's it for season 3. And it's probably the end of, not probably, it's the end of Grand Argetza, huge city, as well as the characters we've all grown to know and love. So I've got mixed feelings about it. I have been having a lot of fun. And I'm also excited to try to do something new. Don't worry, nothing really much is going to be changing with the podcast schedule. Once again, between seasons, we're going to take 2 weeks off, so there won't be anything from us for 2 weeks. During that time, we're going to see if we can actually get our final mix downs of the album done. so that we can actually get it mastered and actually released before the very end of season 4. Although our track record isn't great on that. But if you want to hear our first 2 albums that have been mastered and are out, they're everywhere. They're on Spotify, they're on Apple Music, they're on Google Play, they're on... supposedly they were submitted to Pandora, but I can't find them on there. But whatever. Tweet at us a service, and then we'll tell you whether or not it's on there. They're on YouTube Music. You can still tweet that one to us if you want to, though. Remember to check out our website, bardicmysterytour.com. That links to all our other websites for things like Twitter and Facebook, and our Bandcamp site, which, in addition to the albums I already mentioned, also has all of our spell song albums, because each bard has an individually published album of their spell songs. It's just that there's a whole bunch of them, and mastering those would be expensive. So they're not mastered, but they're on Bandcamp, and you can buy them there. Also, our Patreon site is linked on our website, so if you go there, then you can get all of the albums that we release. You'll get them for free as part of your patronage. So check that out. Thank you, Denny, because he was our guest theme song person this time. And I'm not promising anything, but you might hear him again next week. All right, let's get back to the action. See you later. So, all right, let's just go inside the building and find out if we need to come back to these sarcophagi with any kind of information.
All right, you said the whole east wing is collapsed on the building.
Yeah.
Is there a back entrance, it seems like?
Yeah.
All right, I sneak up to the back entrance and I peek through the side of the window to see what I see.
All right. You see a vampire spawn at the countertop wearing a cook's outfit. She has a cleaver and she's chopping up a pile of bones that used to be like a turkey or something.
Flo, sneak up on her. Stab her through the heart.
Wait, isn't the door closed?
Yes.
So how am I going to sneak up on her?
You're going to open the door.
Quietly.
She has her back to me?
Yeah.
Is there any other vampire spawn in the room?
None that you see.
Do I hear them?
Roll a perception check.
21.
All you hear is the repetitious thud, thud, thud of the cleaver hitting the wood block, chopping up the bones as they crunch.
All right. Do you guys want me to try and sneak in there, or do you want to try and go around a different way?
I guess I never imagined vampires cooking anything.
Me neither.
Take the arrowhead off of one of your arrows and sharpen the wooden shaft and just shoot her from through the doorway, through the heart.
Is that a stake or a stick?
Yeah,
shaft.
I guess it's a steak. It's a stick.
It's a thin steak.
Can I shoot the stakes?
Like a 2-ounce steak?
It's like a steakum.
I go to reach for the handle of the door, and I try to turn it just very slightly just to see if it moves at all.
Roll a stealth check. Oh, unless you don't want to roll a stealth check.
24.
That's stealthy.
You turn the knob and open the door. She continues to cleave at the pile of bones. They're slowly becoming much smaller bones. Chop, chop, chop.
Is she making a bone meal?
Oh.
I hold a stake in my hand, and I sneak in behind her
Roll a stealth check.
and try to stab her in the back. 20.
Okay. You sneak all the way up behind her. Roll, I don't know, your attack. Roll an attack. With advantage, let's say.
What kind of attack would that be?
Like an attack roll. Yeah, are you proficient in stakes?
And proficient in silver daggers.
Yeah, but is this a
Proficient
silver
in
dagger?
simple weapons.
Yeah, it's a simple weapon. It's very simple.
Is it a simple weapon or an improvised weapon?
It's a
I'd say it's
improvised.
simple.
Improvised? You're going to call it a wooden dagger?
It's a wooden dagger.
All right, yeah, you can have your proficiency bonus.
I mean, that's how you start out in Zelda, right?
I don't think
Just
this
get
is a
wooden
finesse
sword.
weapon, though. This is definitely a strength weapon.
At advantage, you say?
Yeah,
Oh, 14.
you miss. She turns around,
Uh-oh.
wielding her cleaver. Roll initiative.
All of us?
Anyone that wants to participate in combat.
I choose not to.
Okay, that's fine.
21.
9.
A Devon.
Sammy Stoneslinger.
Dammy Done Dinger.
It's time to take this lady out. I cast Magic Stone, and I hit her with a Sling Stone.
Powerful if slung or thrown. Enchanted magical stone.
Armor class 22.
That's a hit.
How much damage does that crab do?
1d1.
I think it does 2d6, right? 9 damage.
9 damage.
She swings her cleaver at Flo.
I duck.
27.
That hit.
25.
That hit.
6 damage.
Ow.
Then she swings her other empty-handed claw at Flo while shrieking loudly. 13 armor class.
That's a miss.
Okay.
If we had leveled up to 11, then all of our cantrips would do be stronger by 1.
Well, someone's stupid.
Dang it.
We could have.
I
We
literally
still
said
can.
do it if you want.
We could. Sometimes people never stop to think and question whether we should, though.
Grundledor.
I'm attacking something. What's close to me?
Dirk
Sammy.
Fidget.
Yeah,
Dirk Fidget's dead. So, I'll just attack the nearest foe. How about that?
All right, you have to go inside the house.
I'm going to run inside the
Or
house.
used a ranged weapon through the doorway like Sammy
A
did.
deranged weapon?
No, they took my deranged weapon and they lost it.
He did.
Oh, shit, I meant to make you find Cormac.
Did you mean Gormax or did you mean the tentacle rod?
Okay. I go in and I attack. 15. Is that a hit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's for 6 damage. Ooh, I'm going to swing with my second attack. Ooh, 24.
That's a hit.
7 damage. And I'll whip around in one last attack. 16.
That's a hit.
Oh, yeah. 10 damage. That felt pretty good.
Sammy Stoneslinger.
Magic Stone number 2.
Wait, you already went. Get the fuck out of here. Flo.
All right, I try to give her that good stickety stab again. The steakity stab. Here it comes. 14.
That's a miss. That was a miss last time. She flings the cleaver and slashes at Flo with her claw. 22.
Bard, stop.
10 damage. Then she pulls you in with her claw and tries to bite you in the neck. 17 armor class.
That's a miss.
Really?
They've been saying I'm a tank.
Yeah, this is going really well, actually.
Sammy Stoneslinger.
I hit her with the next Magic Stone. Armor class 21.
That's a hit.
15 damage.
You serious?
Yeah, normally I just roll super poorly.
How much was it? 26?
No, 15.
Way more reasonable.
And then I move inside the building, I guess.
Okay. Grundledor.
I wind up and I swing with my main blade. 12.
That's a miss.
Oh, secondary attack. 30.
That is a hit.
That's a natty 20.
Oh. Critical.
21 damage then.
21 damage.
That was my second attack. And I whip around for my third. 1.
Natural 1.
Natty 1.
All right. You fling Glamdong out the window, shattering the glass.
No. Glamdong. Where'd Glamdong go?
You threw it out the window.
All right. She turns and looks at Grundledor and swings her claws at Grundledor. 24 armor class.
That is a hit.
8 damage. She pulls you in with her claw. 12 armor class.
That's a miss.
Okay, she misses with her bite. Flo.
Am I allowed to reach around and get my silver dagger out and then stab her with that?
Yeah.
All right, I do that.
Okay.
Since that is a finesse weapon, I might do slightly better than with a wooden stake. I try to give her the good stickety stab. Still 14.
That's still a miss. You and 14s, man. Grundledor.
Oh, wong wong. I'm going to attack again.
I guess Varaxian sticks his head in the door, goes I think you guys got this because not enough room to fight her from here. Grundledor. You only have one weapon in your hand, which means you can't use your 2-weapon feat to get a bonus action attack.
I'm going to cast Unseen Servant. Unseen. cast when I'm alone. Unseen servant. Now I need your hand to fetch those keys. Unknown. And command it to retrieve my sword that went out the window, because that's probably a long way away by now.
Okay.
Now I have a movement.
Yeah, you do have movement. Do you want to move?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to take one step backwards.
All right. She attacks you with her reaction. Opportunity attack. 21 armor class. 5 damage. Sammy.
All right, I'll hit her with my third magic stone. 22. 12 damage. Which I think is really just 2 damage. Like, I think that she heals 10 every round.
Well, she swings at Flo. 11 armor class.
Miss.
23 armor class.
Hit.
7 damage with her claw. She streaks again.
She didn't bite me?
She's streaking?
She
Shrieks.
said 7 damage?
7 damage with a
And then
claw.
she takes off all her clothes and runs through the room once and comes back and grabs me?
No.
I think if you're going to take all the time to take all your clothes off to streak, we should get 2 opportunity attacks out
All
of
right.
that.
Take your turn.
It's my turn?
Yes.
I'm going to stab her this time. For real. I can feel it.
Isn't your rapier, like, specifically good at hurting undead? That cold iron thing?
Yeah. I sheath my silver dagger and I pull out my icy cold chili rapier. Extra good at killing undead.
Cold iron.
Cold iron, icy cold. Iron City dagger.
Rapier.
Iron City rapier. And I stab her with my chili boy. Here comes my die roll.
14.
Well, it's actually 17 plus 9. 26.
Fine. That's a hit.
3 damage.
That's with your damage bonus?
Isn't it a finesse weapon?
Don't you get plus 7?
Oh my gosh, I did all my math wrong because I looked at my old sheet.
Did you roll a negative 4?
It was actually 27. I rolled a 27 to hit.
All right,
and
that
it's
still hits.
Actually, 9 damage.
All right, what does the cold iron part of this do?
It hurts undead extra double.
Okay,
So
she is undead.
18.
I thought it just made them not regenerate.
The problem is it's a Pathfinder thing. It's not from
it's
5th
not even
edition.
supposed to be in this
Yeah,
edition.
that's what happens when Fran runs a session.
Well, I'm keeping it. A metal weapon made with cold iron will cause an extra 1d4 damage to Fae, undead, and fiends if it hits them.
Okay.
Plus 4.
What was the original damage? 7?
So 13.
9. 13 damage?
Yes, sir.
Grundledor, your unseen servant comes running in the building with a sword in its hand.
I take the sword in my dom hand. I'm going to attack the nearest spawn. First, with Glam Dong, I roll a 23 for 10 damage.
Okay.
Second attack, 28. And that is for 12 damage. Third attack, 25.
Wait, your second attack slashes into the cook. Her body explodes into ash.
Don't breathe. Don't breathe.
A gust of wind comes in the open window and just sprays the ash all over everyone.
I hold
All
my
over
breath.
Flo's face. Now, is there any more enemies in the room?
No.
Oh, well, I retract my third attack and I save it for Dirk at the end of the episode.
From the kitchen, there is a door that leads to the outside, and there are 2 sets of double doors that have the circle windows in them that are push both way doors.
Do you think one's an in and one's an out? Like at Girl Scout camp?
I want to investigate and see if there's a sign that says in and out.
Do you mean like in a kitchen?
Yeah, it was to the kitchen at Girl Scout camp.
14.
No.
No, Flo.
Because every cook and kitchen attendant knows which one's which. And those signs are for idiots.
Because idiots can read.
Only idiots read.
I didn't say that there was a sign at Girl Scout camp. All right, I walk over because I don't think Sammy's tall enough to look out of those porthole windows, and I look through them.
All right, there is like a dining room / ballroom that has an extremely large table in the middle and is very big.
How many chairs?
There are only 4 chairs at one side of it, but if you had to guess, you would think that you could probably fit like 15 to 18 chairs at this bad boy.
Oh, wow.
Total or on one side?
Yeah, 15 is a weird number of chairs to fit at a table that has like an end and then sides, but I don't know. That's what you think?
And there's no people in there. There's no movement of any kind that I see?
No.
Okay. Is there a door at the other end of that room?
There are 2 large archways that lead into some other room.
Is one of them directly ahead of us? Like at the other end of the room? One of the archway?
They're both at the other end of the room.
They both go to the same room, I think? Or
They're both on the same wall.
so they might.
They don't have doors in them, but they have very decorative casings around them. Maybe carved marble.
Are there any like sconces on the wall?
There are sconces on some of the pillars that are around the outside, and there are small benches along the edges of it next to windows.
Are the windows on both sides of the room?
Yes, but only the first half toward the kitchen side of the room has windows, and then the windows stop.
I wonder why.
Are there bookshelves on any of the walls or china
No.
cabinets or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Once the windows stop, there are like tapestries or paintings or things like that.
So it's a real rectangular room,
Very rectangular.
but there are tapestries. Is there carpet or rug?
No.
There's going to be a lot of reverb in this room.
Tile or
We
hardwood?
need to set up a drum kit.
Not a bad idea.
That hardwood that's checkerboard pattern?
No. Like marble.
Fancy.
Oh, you mean like chessboard pattern?
Yeah. All right. I relay all this information to Sammy, who can't see.
I'm going to sneakily open the door,
Roll a stealth check.
but I'm going to go through the left door, which I think is the one you go out of.
Okay.
11.
I follow Sammy.
Roll a stealth check.
I mean, there's no one here, right? Because they would have definitely come to see. We were super loud.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, you go into the room. You don't see anybody in the room.
I want to investigate the room for hidden secret passageways by touching sconces and looking behind paths.
Grandfather clocks.
Yeah, like things like that. I want
Roll
to
an investigation check.
I'll do the same.
24.
9.
2.
Nobody finds any secret doors.
Even that 24?
Yep.
Wild.
Why are you metagaming right now?
No. Well, I don't know what that means, so definitely not.
Are you just assuming that if you roll a 24 and don't find anything with an investigation check, that means there's nothing?
No.
You ready to get metagame punished?
We sneak through the room and we go out the doors on the other side.
All right.
Sneaky wise, and we listen and look first.
Yeah.
Roll stealth checks.
Also, question, does it seem like they go to the same room when we get closer?
Yeah,
23.
26.
23.
Don't fuck this up, Dirk.
Oh, is that who you're rolling for?
Well, and Viraxian.
But he can hover, so.
I don't know. Is he hovering?
Yeah. It might give him advantage. But let's say he bumps a candelabra with his elbow.
He wouldn't.
Did he?
No. All right. You go through the archway, one of them. I don't care which one, because they both go to this same place. There's this like almost hallway-esque thing, but it's really a bit of a pass-through area that is really open, and you are clearly in the front room of like the manor that you would enter. Like if you'd come in the front door, you'd come in the other side of this room.
Okay.
But you are currently underneath an enormous staircase. And so you're in this like weird hallway-esque place that is as wide as the ballroom and the front room, but it's not very deep. It seems to you like you're probably under some sort of balcony or something. Like you're in the front room, but you're not in the main part of the front room.
This must have been built at the same time as Taverna. It's the same architecture.
No, Taverna had a one big staircase on the left side of the room. This is one big staircase in the middle of the room that wraps down and widens at the bottom. It doesn't wrap down. It goes straight down, but it widens at the bottom.
Okay.
So there's no way to get to the front door from here? Like we can't see the front door. We can't walk around the bottom
You can
of the
walk straight
stairway?
to the front door if you want, but roll a perception check.
26.
21.
Before you step out into the front room, you see Gusgex, the Mind Flayer 3 Kreen, standing around in the front room, kind of pacing.
I flip him the bird, but like behind my back.
I try to give Viraxian's attention to like point him out.
He gives you the thumbs up with one of his thumbs.
How many thumbs does he have?
4.
wild.
Braxian has 4 thumbs.
Don't mind flayers have opposable other side?
Oh, do they? Yeah.
Oh, let me look at this picture real quick. That picture doesn't make it clear. He might just have 2 thumbs.
All right. We don't see anybody else, just Gusgax.
Well, you guys are still underneath the staircase, so you can't see much of the room. You just were about to walk out and saw Gusgax.
Okay, I want to hide behind the staircase and listen intently to see if he's like muttering anything that I can understand.
All right, roll a perception check.
I just can't get over thinking about how awesome my life would be if I didn't have some weak-ass pinky on my hand and had just another thumb instead.
18.
4.
10.
I want to ask a stupid question.
Can we hear illithids muttering to themselves because they don't make noises?
Did you ever get that thing off Araxian's head?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did knock.
I knocked it off. That's what happened to all my 2nd level spells.
Okay.
And then we took a rest.
And you didn't get any of them back.
Yeah,
It was
oh,
a
yeah,
short.
rest.
It's short.
You don't hear anything particular.
Are you sure? Because I got a 4. I rolled a 4.
But I got an 18.
Are you metagaming? Are you assuming that 4 beats my challenge rating? He's just making weird clicking noises with his mouth.
You guys
All
want
right.
to take this dude out?
Are there any other exits that we can
Maybe
see?
he's like nice to us.
No way. We just fought him like 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, it's the same guy.
Yeah.
No, that was like a week and a half. Maybe.
Oh, how long
He
were we
might-
in that tower?
He might not be the same person anymore. A lot can happen in a week.
It's true. Emily, you asked if there were more exits.
Yeah, I asked if there were more exits. Like there's those 2 arches behind us. We can walk around the staircase and go to the front door, we assume.
Yeah, there's a front door you can kind of see, but it's like you don't want to step too far out because he might see you. There's also a door to the left and the right of the room that you assume go to like the east and the west wing of the building.
Do you want to leave him here and go? I like kind of gestured everybody like,
Oh, of the room you're in, those rooms are in like the grand room.
oh, those doorways are forward farther.
Yeah. The only thing you can do from here is go back into the ballroom or up into the front room.
Okay. You want to fight him?
I point at him and then I draw my thumb across my neck. Like we're going to kill him.
All right. What do you have something ready?
I hold up my sling.
Okay.
Oh, so you're gonna put the sling on him like a choker, make him your pet?
Yep.
All right.
I'm ready.
Do we want to give like
I'll follow your lead.
do you think I can shoot him from here without him noticing me?
Yeah, I mean, you want to shoot him and pull him in?
Get a sneak attack?
Okay.
What'd you see pull him in for?
Like Scorpion?
Like when you shoot him, then he'll come towards us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
I mean, I wonder if we were supposed to talk to him. I wonder if we could talk to him.
We can.
Fuck it. You already shot him.
No, I didn't. I dropped my bow.
What?
Well, I mean, I rolled a natural 1. So,
Wait, now we got to play it cool.
oh yeah, I dropped my bow. I pick it up off the ground. I'm like, did you want to go talk to him?
Flo drops her arrow and dry fires her bow. It makes a really loud twang as it releases.
I duck back around the corner.
Me too.
Me 3.
You hear a familiar voice fill the entire hall. Our guests of honor have finally arrived.
Whose voice do we hear?
Lady Via.
Oh, are we playing a show?
Is that you, Lady Viagra?
She says, why not come out? We can have a discussion. We can talk about you joining my ranks.
We were just back here preparing some food, though. Why don't you come here?
I heard you with my cook. I assume she's doing fine.
She was doing a pretty bad job. She was just chopping bones up into little tiny bonelets.
Yeah, well, I don't eat, so I don't give a shit what she does.
Does she eat
Just people. Blood.
blood people?
Essence. Spirit energy.
Yeah, she's fine, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about
Good,
her.
because if you harmed her, I'd have to kill all of you.
Well,
No one can ever harm her now or ever again.
what is it that you want?
Why so sheepish?
We think you're setting traps
Come
for us.
on out. Do I look like a trap setter?
It's hard to see you right now, honestly.
Yeah, so maybe step on out here and let's say hi. We're
All right,
friends.
Let's
we
do
go
rock,
way
paper,
back.
scissors, and whoever wins gets to stay where they are.
No, she could have like a T-Rex out there or something.
Okay.
All right, we'll shout out what we do.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Rock.
Paper.
Scissors.
I won.
No, but Flo beat you.
All right. So Sammy, come on out.
and you come out to Flo.
You'll see me once you come out.
Okay.
Do you want to come out 2 different sides?
I cast.
Gusgex is standing at the ready, holding his shotka. And his Githka.
Is the Githka the triangle thing?
I think the shotka is the triangle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I cast Major Image, and I create myself, and I walk out with like the image does.
Can't trust your eyes. I'm inside your simple mind. You feel what I fabricate. Major image to manipulate.
All right, what's the save?
17. Intelligence, probably.
She says, "That's cute, Sammy. Why not come out?"
The image just looks around and is like, what are you talking about? I'm right here.
Is my unseen servant still active?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just have that hang around, I suppose.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to walk out. Okay, I walk out alone. What do I see?
Varaxian follows Flo out. You can see... I don't know, roll a perception check real quick.
18.
You can tell that Gusgex and Varaxian are having some conversation that they're clearly not letting you in on because you've picked up on some tics that these mind flayers have where their mouths move a little bit when they're telepathically speaking, but you can't hear anything they're saying.
Okay.
You walk out. It's a very grand entryway of this manor. The floors are like really expensive marble and granite. They're enormous pillars holding things up. The staircase has very thick, rich carpet that goes all the way up it. The banisters are gold coated. What's that called? Plated?
Gilded.
They're gilded with gold. There are enormous stained glass windows in the front. Everything is very rich and gaudy. Once you get out to the center, you're kind of near Gusgex, probably within 20 feet of him or so. And you look up, the balcony above where you were hiding below has a banister that runs the whole way across, except for the middle where the staircase is. You see at the top of it, there are doorways on the left and the right side of the room that go somewhere else in the building, apparently. Behind her is a dark burgundy door that has gold trim around it. Lady Vaya, still wearing her blood red dress that goes all the way to the floor, and her black cloak that also goes to the floor over her shoulders, and her very tall collar.
Ooh, you're wearing the same clothes? You're as gross as me, Vaya.
You can't see her.
Oh.
Well, unless you came out too. Did you come out with us?
No. I'm just living vicariously, I suppose.
Okay. She is gross, though. She does suck blood for a living.
She's standing on the left side once you turn around, facing the way you came in, of the balcony, leaning on the banister. She says, "Well, welcome to my estate."
It's beautiful.
Yeah, well, there were some rodents here I had to exterminate who were living off the benefits of my labor. So now that they're gone, it's back in its beautiful splendor. There's like a large hole in the roof. Rain from outside is just kind of pouring in.
All right.
Down to the floor that you're standing on.
So what's your plan here? You said you wanted us to come out. I'm here.
So why'd you come here? Do you guys decide to finally join my ranks so we can rule the world together?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds like a good plan, I guess.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, let's go out, Grungo.
Sorry, Flo. I'm sorry, Sammy. But sometimes you gotta change sides.
Wait, what?
What do you...
Sometimes you gotta change sides, guys. Because I want the world.
You want
I
two
want
fangs and 2 tusks? How are you going to chew?
I won't need to if I'm drinking blood.
That's actually a really good point.
I guess.
The tusks can be fangs. Fang tusks.
I can drink a lot of blood through these big things.
Fusks.
I walk out.
I'll go out
I'll
with
join
Grungo.
you, Vaya.
Yeah, we'll all join you.
Yeah.
17 deception.
16 deception.
You're all fools if you think I don't know your true intentions.
I didn't roll a deception.
Still a fool.
But are you deceiving?
You're fools if you don't believe I have vengeance in my still heart.
And you're fools if you don't believe I have greed in mine.
Your loyalty would have once appeased my appetite. But now your death is all that will make me happy.
I don't. All right. First off, why are you mad at us? We are the only reason that you're not still trapped in Taverna.
This is true.
You've killed nearly a dozen of my spawn.
That's
My
because
children.
They were attacking people, and that's we can't let that happen.
People aren't worth anything if they won't be enslaved by me, Sammy.
That's how I feel about your spawn. So we killed them. They're not worth anything.
This is why you'll never understand, Sammy. This is why you'll never be worth anything.
I flip her the bird.
Is it like a low one though? Because
Yeah, it's like a low one. It's like I'm trying to be tough in front of Flo, but I'm a little scared.
Well, in my experiences since last we met, I've learned a lot about you, Antler Mayhem.
Like what?
You've caused a lot of problems in the world, you know?
Like what?
Like what?
I ran into an old friend of yours.
Like who?
Like who?
Maybe you'd be interested in reacquainting yourself.
Oh, no.
Like who?
Vampire Roland?
The door to her left, which is your right, which is the west, opens up, and out steps a very tall, slender woman with long blonde hair.
Damn it, I thought we were going to have a good reason to kill that bastard for a second.
She's wearing a sparkly blue dress that goes down to her ankles and a white cape.
Is that Plum?
You don't, no
Wait,
one...
here, let me roll
Everyone...
an intelligence check. 5.
5.
You just copy?
20. Natural 20.
All right, no one recognizes her.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh, hi. It's so good to see you, I say.
I lie and use deception. And on that, I got a 25. And I say, oh, what a nice time to see you again.
She says, long time no see, Antler Mayhem.
Yeah.
Where have you been all these times?
What have you been up to?
Time units.
Me? I spent a lot of time in the tomb hole talking to a good friend Sphinx of mine.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Learning, aging, gaining experience, rebuilding myself.
You do look fantastic.
Thanks, Sammy.
What's your secret?
Oh, you don't recognize me?
I believe that I do recognize you.
I believe that you're a liar, Sammy Stoneslinger. Like you've
Prudence
always been.
Baneslayer? No, that's not right.
Clearly.
I do recognize you.
She walks along the balcony.
Celia.
We've killed so many people. If one of them survived, this could be any of them, like through some kind of dark magic. This could be that damn Drider for all I know.
Mike O?
Like, oh, wow. Those are nice tits you got there.
She continues walking along, rubbing her hand on the balcony.
Who do we know likes to
Do
rub
flowers
balconies?
grow where she touches?
No. She says,
that,
Are you the Minotaur?
The dude. This is the doppelganger.
he got super stabbed.
I may have stabbed him to death.
She says, maybe this will spark your memory. Who is this mysterious woman? How does she know Antler Mayhem? And what is she about to do that's going to spark their memory? Find out next time on Bardic Mystery Tour.
The Bardic Mystery Tour. There's only one thing we implore. Tell all your friends and they'll tell more. Warn your sheriff 'cause we're kicking in doors. Rolling dice with our best friends. Solving mysteries again and again. Writing songs about our quest. Once a week on the internet. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. If yins wanna hear more, buy some merch in the store. Rate us with a 5-star score. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour. It's the Bardic Mystery Tour.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.
Bardic Mystery Tour is recorded at Looking for Group Pittsburgh. Looking for Group Pittsburgh is a land center in the Brookline neighborhood of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you're in the area, stop by for games, co-working, or events. Find more information or schedule your next party at lfgpgh.com.
What's that spell you know to clean things up? Turn it into mud.
Vegetation.
Let's go. Yeah. But would it still count? Would it still count because it's her original dirt being changed into something else?
If you clean up a pile of dirt, is it just gone?
Yeah, well, actually, there's a lot of if you want to get into the bowels of Reddit, you can find some really good discussions about because with prestidigitation, you can soil things also.
Oh,
so you could soil things.
Soil?
Well, you could like soil clothes and then like brush them off into a pile. And since it's a cantrip, you could just like create dirt that way.
And just, it's like Minecraft. You could just build like a dirt pillar to the sky.
Yeah, like that.
You could just keep making a pile of dirt and then just get yourself out of like some
until you hit the
inescapable
like
pit.
the ceiling of the world.
It might
that's
take
what
you.
people
It
talk
might
about.
take a year of turns, but you could do it.
Well, then some spoil sports come in there all the time, and they're like, "This is clearly not the intended meaning of the spell."
That is not important to me.
Well, look at the law. I mean, it's not the intention of a lot of our laws to have, the loopholes and stuff you do, but
Yeah, well, that's why you can't sleep in a refrigerator.
I know. That was my favorite place as a kid.
Well, you broke the law as a child.
My parents are like, shut up, get in the fridge, wrap up with this blanket, and we don't want to hear a peep out of you until it's time to get on the bus.
I think if you take the door off, it's not technically considered a refrigerator, and so like then you're allowed to sleep in it.
Oh, it was one of those old ones, but they took the latch off of it.
Yeah, I don't think that's illegal then.
No. I mean, those boomer fridges were dangerous, though,
Well, also, that's a Pennsylvania law, so that's only true in Pennsylvania. It might be true in more places, but...
Is it true in this world?
Yeah, you're not allowed to sleep in a refrigerator.
Okay.
That's because there are no refrigerators. There's only ice boxes.
They wouldn't have made the law if there were no refrigerators. We have a new quest. Let's ditch this castle.